Pets is in. Cindy Price with us, and she's got Asher, and Asher's your newest, but you have other dogs. So what's it like when you introduce a new dog and you have other dogs?
Okay, Asher's number 7.
Okay.
So he's a puppy. Introducing a puppy to your pack, to another dog, is pretty easy. You basically sit him down on the floor and you let him have at it.
Okay.
Most adult dogs will look at a puppy going, oh, gee, she got another one. And there will be a period of, figuring each other out. Most of the time, the adult dog will ignore the puppy until the puppy just gets obnoxious. And eventually they will start playing, they'll start engaging each other. The biggest mistake that I made when I first introduced 2 dogs was that I constantly took the puppy's side. Whenever there was a little fussing, I broke it up. I didn't understand at that point that puppies are obnoxious and adult dogs are kind of geared towards putting them in their place, teaching them manners.
So that means what? You're going to hear some growls and some barking, or what?
You're going to hear some growls, you're going to hear some barkings, you're going to hear some yippings.
Oh, okay.
As long as you really don't see a lot of aggression in your older dog, let it go. Let them work it out. If you have questions, call us at That Place for Pets. We can help you with that. We have trainers that do personal sessions so they can observe. That's what I ended up doing with my first 2 20 years ago.
Really?
And she basically said, leave them alone. Let them work it out. And they will. And I have had him for a month, and he gets on everybody's nerves, and they put him in his place, and he goes away and finds something else.
Is it kind of the same thing? What if you bring in a little bit older dog? Is it different than a puppy situation?
Older dogs are different than a puppy. And it's all going to depend on what your first dog is like.
Okay.
If your first dog is not dog friendly, you're going to have a little bit more work. You definitely want to introduce them in a neutral area. See how, so you don't have that territorial feeling to it.
This is my spot at home. Don't come in. All right, so neutral territory.
So neutral territory. Again, talk with us. See, why are you getting another dog? Do you think that your older dog needs somebody around to keep them company? Do you think that you are ready for another dog? Maybe your husband has the dog and you really want the dog, in which case you'll probably end up with 2 dogs for your husband. But there's different reasons to get another dog. Companionship is a big one, and they will grow into it.
Just have to be patient and do different things.
You have to be patient and do different things and watch them closer.
All right.
Feeding is also another thing when you have multiple dogs. It's best to start them out feeding in separate rooms so that you don't have that aggression over food. I have my bigs that eat out in the kitchen. I have my littles that eat in the living room. I have one that's a slow eater, so he eats in a room by himself. So I have food dishes all over the house every morning.
Well, that's what it takes, though.
But that's what it takes. Because if, my slow boy, he's also very submissive, so if somebody else comes, he'll give up his food.
But it is possible to have multiple dogs together.
Yeah, it is possible.
And That Place for Pets can help out.
And we can help out.
All right. Well, very good. Well, thanks for coming today. Good to see you. First Edition continues in a moment.